Well, cheers. How you do, Buckaroo? I've got a brand new one here. I just heard about these folks. They're out of sort of around Cassville, Missouri. You got to hunt for them. They don't have a tap room to visit to yet. I actually found the address and drove by it one day just to see where it was because it's not far off the beaten path from where I work in Arkansas, to be honest with you. But they don't have a tap room, and quite frankly, it doesn't look like much out there. But I did find their beers at a beer store when I came home last night for the weekend. Hungry Hollow French style Ozark Farmhouse. Ozark Farmhouse is what they're calling this. Ozark Farmhouse French style Saison sweet artisanal ale. So it's clearly they're looking to by the bottles and the pricing. This was $10.99. It's clearly that they're looking for more of a pretentious beer market or beer snob. They may not use the word pretentious, but I will. I get the feeling they're kind of going for a Hill Farmstead kind of vibe, more so than being, accessible craft beer. But we'll see how it is here. Our unique interpretation of a Saison ale. I can't read that word. Bubbly and light-bodied, dry hopped for a fruity nose. So let's see what we got. I have heard good things about it, but then again, it's 10. It was $10.99 for the bottle, man. 1 pint, 9.4 ounce. So it's a 25-ounce bottle. It's not a 22, so that puts that in a little better perspective. I got to tell you, I was catching some aromas as I poured it to take a picture and then getting the camera ready to set up. The aromas are exquisite. I mean, they really are. They're beyond exquisite. Very fruity. Personally, I'm getting some pear. You should pick up some floral notes as well. Getting a tartness that I haven't quite zeroed in on. As far as putting the exact flavor with that aroma, but regardless, the aromas are exquisite. I mean, they really are. So let's just take a drink. Let's just get on with it, shall we? Oh, wow. So, wow, that's freaking amazing. This is my first drink, so wow. Uh, wow. So I asked the guy last night at the beer store, $10.99. Is it really worth that price? This one was $10.99. There were two others I picked up that were $11.99. They both said, yeah. And I know you can't listen to every beer guy at every store, but I've talked to these guys before. So although we don't necessarily agree on every taste, I kind of, I have a feel for what they're thinking. I know they know what a quality beer is. So I went ahead and bought them, even though it's a little bit out of my price range, to be honest. Wow. 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 I mean, all I can say is wow. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I feel some bready malts in there. I don't know what they're using. I'm going to guess that they use a Pilsner malt of some kind because that's kind of the base I'm getting. Slight tartness in the finish, much like the nose. You should get some various fruit notes. It really just depends on what your taste is, your tasters are. We can't taste things that we don't know. And I think a lot of folks want to say, well, you're wrong for getting them. Well, you're not wrong if that's what you taste, that's what you taste. But anyway, they say fruity. I'm just going to say fruity. I'm not going to go gear geek pretentious on you. I'm just going to tell you it is arguably maybe the best version of this particular style I've ever had. It's just cool. It's 8%. It says it's 8% anyway. And what will keep you from drinking a lot? Well, I mean, the price probably. I mean, if this was in 6-pack bottles, yeah, you might get hammered. First, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of the big bottle format, although a lot of the pretentious kind of beer folks like to go that direction. I would personally love to see this an 11.2 ounce 4-pack like a lot of other folks are going to. But having said that, I also, as someone who understands beer and marketing, understand why they're doing it as well. So I don't necessarily begrudge them. I would just personally like to see something else. But I do kind of see what they're going for. It does seem to me like they're going for sort of a Hill Farmstead kind of vibe. They don't have a tap room open yet. He said they may at some point, but they're not really sure when. I get the feeling what they're going for is to maybe get their beer in some stores, have limited openings at their location where people will just kind of stand in line for hours like they do at Hill Farms. And I kind of get the feeling with the styles he's doing, the way it's marketed. I have a feeling that's what they're doing. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I don't have a clue. That's just kind of a vibe I get, man. Typically I drink a whole glass of beer over a video, and I've been talking for 6 minutes now, and you see I haven't drank very much. That's typically not what I do, although many folks that call themselves beer reviewers do. But a beer like this, I got to be honest with you, as much as I hate the word sip, because if you're just taking that little sip, you're not getting an accurate, but I mean, you want to take a nice drink, but this isn't one you really want to power through. It's just not. It is one of those beers you really want to savor. It is that beer snob beer. It is that pretentious beer. It is that one you really want to go through all the motions because it really is that good. It's not just, it's the way it pours. It pours beautifully. As the aromas are beyond, I mean, I could smell it as I was pouring out of the bottle. I mean, the aromas are beyond spectacular. I mean, they're darn near orgasmic, to be honest with you. Made it leaked a little myself. Uh, wow, and then the flavors are just spectacular. Everything is spot on with this beer. So, although I'd like to see it more accessible and more affordable, I can certainly understand why they're doing things the way they are doing them. Bubbly, crisp, dry, clean finish. What fruit notes you get are really going to be up to you. I personally kind of feel some pear in there, and I haven't put a zero in on that slight tartness I'm getting. It's almost like an underripe plum kind of thing because it's not cherry, but yeah, okay, I'll say that. I'll say underripe plum. Anyway, I don't want to go much longer, and I really want to sit and enjoy what I have left here. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. Hey, guys at Hungry Hollow, shit, you got stuff going on here, man. So I picked up all three styles that were in that particular store. I picked up the Saison. There was an Imperial IPA and an Imperial Porter. I'm looking forward to getting to those, but wow, there's yeah. The Saison, to be honest, isn't my all-time favorite beer style. I don't hate the style, but it's not one I typically run out for. So for me to have this feeling about a Saison, oh Lord, oh Lord. In fact, I actually don't have the money this week, or I would, but the brewer where I work loves Belgian beers, and we don't do a lot of Belgian, so he wishes that we would, but he would just go nuts over this beer, man. Okay, one last time. Hey, thanks, guys at Hungry Hollow. This beer is incredible. I am John Beer Whisperer, BeerVangelist, prolific beer drinker, Purveyor of Wisdom, and Lord have mercy. This is, I mean, aromatically, this may be the best Saison I've ever had. I kid you not. All around good guy. Wow.